cooler.
What's up with you, my dog?
Cooling at the house.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get in some where I can see the sun in my face.
yeah, that's why I had to come to the car so I can hear and see.
Okay, I got a
Yeah.
little something. I can see you though. I don't know. Okay, I'm good like this right here. Yeah, it's better light.
I don't know. This my guy, Backari Mackey. He did
Yeah, 18
13
altogether. I
years.
did a little time in the state before I went to the feds. But
Okay. Yeah, 18 years altogether. But it's a lot that's going on in Alabama prison that a lot of us outsiders don't know. And I just wanted to bring awareness to like what was going on, because they might need our help. Because
like you said, they definitely need
they can't, they can't just do it on the inside by themselves. So I wanted to bring awareness to everybody of what's going on. If you got family member, friends, boyfriend, baby daddy, anything locked up, like they really do need folks' help. But I'm gonna let you get the floor and really tell these folks what's
like you
going
say, it's
on.
they need our support out here. It's the mentality from the inside. Once you get inside, you belong to them. And so, like I said, we lost a lot of good brothers inside the prison like that. Unnecessary deaths, just medical neglect, a lot of things. It's so many people incarcerated in Alabama State Prison that's mentally ill, that don't get any type of treatment for real. And a lot of these people get abused, misused, and I say it's just messed up inside the prison. So what's going on now is it's finally happening. They shutting down inside the prison. As an inmate inside the prison, they just laying down. They tired of being abused. And again, when you sentence to time, not punishment. So as an inmate, as a prisoner, I'm in here to do time, not labor, none of that. All I gotta do is lay on my bunk. If I want to, I can lay in a cell and just lay there. You gotta bring my food, my mail, everything. If the water shut down, you got to fix it. But as a prisoner for 18 years, I understood that once you lay down like that, the backlash on the other side, not just political but financial, for the taxpayers and the people that's in office, because everything it fall down. And the reality is we run the prison. If we don't get up and move, the prison really don't operate.
So what all type of jobs y'all gotta do
everything
in the prison?
I mean, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? But again, from the start of your day, you got to eat. So they come and waking you up out your sleep to go in that kitchen to prepare a meal for everybody else. And as inmates inside the prison, we cooking the food, washing the pots and pans, them jobs, cutting the grass, maintenance, facilities, light fixtures, learning how, man, you learn all this stuff in prison, bro. I learned, bro, for 18 years I was in prison. I learned a lot, bro. That's why I get out, I'm free. Because I got a skill set that's unmatchable. I could do pretty much anything. You know what I mean?
So and while you in there, they only paying like 40 cents an hour.
Man, for the most time I was in federal prison, bro, I was on what's called refusal status. So no matter what job I had, I could only make $5.25 per month. Per month.
And you had to do every job that they
I ain't have to. A lot of in the beginning of my prison time in the Fed, I went to the hole. I landed 8x6 by myself. I wasn't tripping.
But if you don't do the job, they do give you. They put
that's
you in
like
a hole.
Refusing an assignment is what they call it. Failure to work, you know, all that. But man.
So now that ain't nobody doing ain't nobody working what they got.
Man, the COs, the staff got to prepare the meals. They got to go around door to door and pass the meals out, dorm to dorm, and make sure they fed. They got to make sure that they get to the showers And a lot of times, like I said, stuff like that, they might not even let them shower. It depends on how the jail set up. They'll leave you in the cell. It's 5, 6, 7 days without getting you a shower.
So what are they looking for the outcome to be? Just to stop
Nah,
working all together?
it's to improve the conditions of the prison. Again, like I said, when a judge sentences me, he sends me to time, not punishment. So when I come inside this facility, I'm not here to be punished. I'm not here to be mistreated. But the mentality is from a prison guard standpoint is that once you on this side, you belong to them. Can't nobody help you. Can't nobody save you. They can do what they want to do to you. That's the mentality they have. Man, since I've been out of prison, I was doing some volunteer work in Hobson City. And a former prison guard in Talladega, he was volunteering now, and he called me to help out with a youngster. Like I said, he was really, to me, he was trying to scare him about prison. And that was his mentality. His mentality is that we could do whatever we want to you once we get you in there. You might not make it back out. And ain't no repercussions for them. That's the mindset. And it ain't for all of them, but it's a lot of them in there like that. And then when one do something, just like the police out here, they gonna ride for each other. Ain't no integrity. It's very rarely you're gonna see that one that's gonna stop and say, nah, that ain't right. Because if they do, they jeopardize their livelihood.
Is this
It's
Alabama
worldwide? It's nationwide. I ain't gonna say world. It's nationwide. This the United States.
So how did they get that word?
Just through social media. I know I seen a couple of posts where they posted about, man, they showed some pictures before and after, and man, the young brother looked real bad. You tell he probably was finna die. Like I said, it's a lot going on all around the system, throughout the United States when you talk about the prison system. One of the main issues though is the parole thing. The parole review process is very biased and unfair. And it's a lot of people that's stuck in prison, bro. I say you can get lost in the system, man. You can get lost. I done seen dudes go to prison, man. What, say 10 years, you supposed to be home in 2, and he end up doing the whole 10 years or catching some more time. You might not say for 20 years later. You can get lost in the system, bro.
How?
For real.
Go. Give me more like detail of what you mean by like you goddamn have 10 years, go do 20, cause goddamn if I supposed to be out in 10, I'm knocking on somebody's door every
I'm just
day.
saying you might find yourself in a situation, bro, where you might have to push that knife or get killed. Things happen, situations happen. You can't control nobody but you. It ain't one of these situations you can get in your car and pull off and leave. You know what I mean? It ain't one of them situations I can just go over here. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Nah, it ain't one of them situations. You know, and you find yourself in those type of situations where things happen. You end up catching some more time. You can get the police can set you up in there. You might be supposed to parole out in 2 years, and it's nothing to get an incident. It's nothing for them to keep giving you incidents to keep setting you off. The way the review process is set up, but at the same time, just say for instance, I go to prison. They gave me 25 years, 30 years. I pull parole in 10 years. I'm eligible in 10 years. In 10 years, I come up for parole. I done earned a degree. I got family support, a place to stay, a job lined up, everything out here. Them people will set you off 5 more years because of the crime that you committed. So they're going to hold you to not who you are today, but that same person that committed that crime. And they'll never look past that moment. No matter what you do, you're still going to be the same person. And it's hard to handle an incident when you in there like that. So that's what they're going to go at. That's what they're going to look at. And so the review process is messed up, though.
How can we help on the outside then? What can the outside people that ain't?
Somebody, I got a call. I'm trying to come in. I couldn't hear you.
I said, so how can the people like on the outside help? Cause like y'all say y'all can't do it. They say they can't do it on the inside by themselves. How can we help? How can we be like beneficial to the cause?
one of the main things is petitioning your local congressional leaders, Senate leaders that's in the area. That's one of the main things. That parole board, people got to show up at the parole hearings and really examine the process and investigate it. Because like I say, man, it's like I was locked up with a dude who's a bank robber, and but while he was in prison, boy, like I say, right now he's a supervisor for the railroad. You know what I mean? But and he used to be in this area, but like I said, he coming out of prison after accomplishing everything he accomplished, they could only see him as a bank robber. They couldn't see him as a college graduate with a business degree. They couldn't see that. And after this man did 17, 18 years, they only want to give him 30 days because they say he was a bank robber. And that's all they was going to give him to adjust to society. That's setting them up for, that's setting them up for failure. But they end up giving him 90 days, right? That's 3 months. So he been gone 18 years, and he only got 90 days to go to this halfway house. And then he out here in this world. But before he left the halfway house, bro, he was a supervisor where he was working at. That's like myself. I be talking to people, and people would never know I've been to prison, man. Unless I tell them. People that don't know me.
So it's no stop date on this prison lockdown. It's whenever they get the
yeah.
time.
It's more about, like I say, people trying to get out, man. Like I say, everybody in prison want to get out. You get caught up in a situation out here and go to jail, and people act like it's cool, but when you get in there, you want to get out. We're gonna go to church, pray, everything to get out. Then we get out. Then we get out here, do the same thing, and go back.
So you telling me at this moment, is blood, Crips, Aryan Nation, Mexicans, everybody actually?
Yeah, because everybody affected. Everybody affected, and believe it or not, the people out here, taxpayers are affected. We just don't know it. We just don't know the extent that our tax dollars go, and what they use for once they get inside. Because it breaks down, right? It's break down to administrative processes, and every one of them are governed by separate rules and regulations. And so if you can't decode it, that's why I say the law is codified. If you can never decode it, then you will never be heard.
How long you think this gonna last?
It might last a couple months. And on the flip side of that, what it might do, it might do is, on the flip side, it might increase hiring and a demand from the Senate and the state legislature of more tax dollars to deal with the problem, because they're gonna say they need more money. And they got to hire more workers, right? But that conflicts with what they've been saying is like they understaffed. It's too many inmates, not enough staff, right? So now the inmates ain't moving around. They ain't doing nothing. You don't need all them staff members now. That's how that works. I'll give you a prime example how this works. We play sports in prison, right? It's a separate budget. It's called an inmate trust fund. Inmate trust fund is all the dollars that we spend in commissary, buying stuff. That's our money. And the profits from that go back into a trust fund for us as inmates. That's why I call it inmate trust fund account. So we got basketball leagues and all this set up. So we go out to play basketball one year, and we say we want to have a draft league. So they had this commissioner. He was mixed with something, but to me he was all right because he was always an asshole, and I knew what to expect from him. But him in his mind, he run this, and we're gonna play unit ball. So don't nobody go out there to play. So don't nobody go out there to play. You can't log none in them books. You can't account for this money that y'all saying y'all spending on recreation. So if we ain't going out there participating in recreation, get what that means? there's no need for no recreational staff. Them jobs are unneeded. So you're either gonna have to leave recreation and come over here in custody, put their uniform on, or go find you another job. Get you a counselor job or something. If they don't go to recreation and rec, we don't need no police out there. We don't need no recreation officer. Because they gotta document.
Well,
They gotta document all that stuff to continue to get the funding for it.
I appreciate you coming on, man. Y'all gotta be on the lookout for my boy Backari Mackey.
Man, I appreciate you
coming soon,
man. For real, man. Y'all call your local legislators, man. For real. For real. Yeah.
I'm put this live on YouTube. Y'all got that. If you ain't get to watch it and just not logged on, it'll be up on my
There's
YouTube
a lot of people that
channel.
changed in prison, man, for real. And they deserve a second chance.
That's
all right,
fact.
bro. Appreciate you. Love.
All right, my boy. All right,